Yo, what's up, guys? What's up? What challenge today? I don't have anything on mind right now. I'll probably just be designing some clothes, not challenge. But if you guys have any ideas that we can do, just let me know. Yeah, I thought about just designing some pieces today, something to just chill out for a bit and be just, yeah, as I said, chilling and designing. Let me just start doing the thing, like the mockup itself, and then we can actually just move with the graphics and stuff. So let's just start doing the base. The most important thing that is going to be the mockup. Okay, let's put everything together. Now let's create a new canvas, the drawing guide, and now let's put it like, yo, I want to work with you. If you want to work with me, just DM me, bro. We can just talk about business there. And for cheap iPad Pro, yeah, I recommend it. I got an iPad Pro 2021. It's a M1. I'm not quite sure though, but it's from 2021 and it's performing quite nice. So yeah, it's fourth generation. Okay, so for the colors, to be honest, I'm not quite sure about what I'm gonna be doing, but I will probably just take a navy color like this, or maybe just a bluish like that, so I can add some good shadows and colors to this, and then I will just use a cream color to the long sleeve, yeah, like that. Where do you get the mockup? What do you mean by that? Just the lines, I made them. Okay, let's start by duplicating this layer and clipping mask it, and now if I add the Gaussian blur, it's gonna be looking like this. So the thing is gonna be running the opacity bit down and putting it to overlay, and now let's duplicate it again. Perfect. Now I want to also let me put this as a reference, and now let's create a new layer and let's start doing the textures itself. So I will just paint it like this. Let me find it. Yeah, the waffle texture, and if you paint it, you can see this texture is actually the same. Put in overlay, let's duplicate it, let's invert, and let's flip horizontal. Cool. Now I think I can actually just down the opacity in this and put this as a normal, and also turn down the opacity, something like this. Okay, that could work. And now let's do the cotton texture, and let me just paint all the way for both garments. Perfect, like this. Now let's duplicate again, let's invert, let's flip horizontal, and let's put it as an overlay, and you can also appreciate the quality of this cotton texture. Okay, now let's start doing some shadows. That's gonna be the most important thing. Let's select the mockup tracer and let's turn the opacity down for this. How do you make your mockups look so real? With textures, brushes, and details that I sell, like the brushes I sell in my website. What did you study? I studied like a mid-grade based on, it was pre-press, and I was studying there how to actually get a PDF ready to print, but it was not something related to the fashion world. So it was, yeah, actually that. You are a texture man. Yeah, I'm actually. Okay, now it's time to just put this down and let's add Gaussian blur. When doing the shadows, how did you make the lines symmetrical? You mean in both sides? You can just go in actions here, canvas, drawing guide, edit drawing guide, and symmetry. How you get such good details like texture with my assets, bro? I'm not quite sure about the color, not gonna lie. I'm quite confused. Should I do this color? I don't know. I mean, if we're gonna do gallery depth, the first color I think about is this orange color. But the thing is, it doesn't match the... Yeah, I'm just gonna keep this navy. What iPad are you using? I got an iPad Pro 2021 and it's a 4th generation one. Okay, now let's create some more shadows just with the... let's see, material brushes, this one. Let's select drawing assist and let's turn the opacity down. And now let's, yeah, something like this so we can create some shadows. I have Procreate Pocket is the same. I think it's kinda the same, but there should be some more limited things on the Pocket one. Now let's add some wash effect. Let's use my upcoming grunge brushes and let's do symmetric as well. What do you think is the hardest thing to learn on Procreate? Could be probably just get organized on layers and basically know how to use mask and clipping mask at the same time you're getting organized. So that's gonna be the most hard thing for me. How do you get so good at using Procreate? Just getting work every day done on Procreate and just trying and failing and getting consistent on it. And now let's do the the worst effects in the pan. There's many, for the sheared ones, I just think they're just too much. What up I use Procreate. That should be great. Now I forgot the pocket. I forgot the pockets. Let me just do them real quick. So draw an assist. And let's put it like, oh wait. And let's also do some more shadows for the. Which brush do you use for outlines? I use my mockup tracer. You can find it on my assets if you buy them. Or else I'm also giving it for free on some of my videos. Don't do it for gallery depth. Why not? Is it denim texture too? I didn't denim texture. I took cotton one. This is the cotton one. Okay, let me do some more details like the cuff. Let's select this. Where is it? Starter here. Okay, let's do now some stitchings. Let's do draw and assist. Let's go to the brushes. Let's select these exact brushes, and now let's do it with this. Okay, let me actually put. Okay, now let's do actually this. Okay, exactly like this, and now let's put this as an overlay, and now let's duplicate. I'm also missing some lines. Let me first do the stitchings for the long sleeve like this. Now let's duplicate and invert. I'm actually gonna keep it like this. Let me just see any other color I can use. Maybe this maroon color. What do you guys think? I really like it, not gonna lie. I'm probably just gonna keep it. Okay, so next thing that we're gonna do, it's gonna be the drop and the shadows, the false shadows for the pants itself. Let's get back to this. Let's select the number 2 brush. Let's get the size up and the opacity down, and now let's do it like this. And now let's do some highlights. Okay, I like this, and now let's do some more slide and little lines for this part. Okay, these last lines were a mess, so I'll probably just do like this. Now let's duplicate them, let's invert, and let's move it a bit to the left, and let's put this. How do I get to work with you? You can just DM me and we can talk about it. Can the manufacturer really make the shirts from this, or what's the process? They can make the same kind of details, of course not gonna be one-to-one, and the thing of doing this kind of mockups is just for clients' eye, let's say, so they can really preview what's gonna be the final result instead of just getting a flat design. Okay, I'm thinking about moving to Procreate, to Illustrator and create the logos, because there's not much things I can do in here. So let's do one thing. Let's move to actually Illustrator. Okay, let's just put this in here so I can really preview everything that I'm gonna be doing. And let's do gallery depth, right? What is better for design, iPad or MacBook? It depends on what you're trying to design. Gallery depth logos. I actually want to do something like this, not gonna lie. Should we do Rhude? I don't know. I would like to do something like this, honestly. Like, it can be working pretty nice. Or let's see if we can do something like this. Okay, let's reuse this canvas. Let's keep the texture up. Let's paste the text in here. Now let's erase some parts like this. Now for the Rhude text, let's also add the Gaussian blur, so you kinda let me just erase the texture so I can do it later and just put more attention to this. Let me just do this. Let's add some more stroke so that way it's just more bold. Now let's rasterize, and now let's add Gaussian blur to this. Okay, let me see. Like this. Let me just separate as well this part and this. Now let's take a screenshot of this tag. Okay, let's vectorize real quick. Let's copy it. Let's put it back here. And now let's add stroke. Let's add another one like this. And now let's start doing the design. Okay, so I will keep this. I'm just gonna be doing anything. I'm just gonna be doing everything easy, so I can just get this design ready as soon as possible. So I will just use this. Let me just put it there. And now let's select white, and let's paint over the parts that are in here. So let's select the text. Now let's go to select, modify, and let's expand it like 10 pixels. And now let's go to this layer and let's paint it. Let me do one thing. Okay, cool. So I need this to be perfect. Okay, so I need to just paint over the parts that want to be highlighted. Let me just also select the black color. Okay, I'm just gonna be doing that like this real quick so I can just preview everything. And now let's do the black parts. Okay, this should be okay, this as well, and this as well, and yeah, that works. The thing now is that I don't know if it's fucking center. It's actually not center, so let me just do one thing real quick that's just gonna be easier. That is putting everything centered, and now let's just paint the part again. Let's do that real quick, and now let's just do the black parts again like this. Cool. And yeah, that works. Let me just add some more white in here. Perfect. Now let's find some, I don't know how it's called, this type of, it's called let me see how, but I don't know the name even this thing. Let me do one thing real quick. Let's vectorize this, and now let's put it over here, and let's erase the part that we don't want to use. Yeah, okay, this is cool. We just need some text to add down there, so let me just make the text bigger. Let me see if I can actually put some, because I'm actually getting this as an inspiration since 1892. Let's do an old type of font, maybe like this, and now let's put it over here. I'm not quite sure about this font though. Let me just do some. Thank you for the follow, bro. Appreciate. Ethan, your biggest inspiration in my clothing design experience. Thank you. Appreciate, bro. Really happy to be your actual inspiration. Really means a lot for me. Okay, that's gonna be like a child experience painting. I mean, it's one of the things that I enjoy the most when creating that kind of graphics. That is just painting the whole thing, because yeah, it's just super different, and it looks, I mean, it gives such a irregular effect. So yeah, I kind of like it. Okay, I will paint these parts. The thing for this is that I will be needing to put in here, so the only color I can be using is actually yellow. Okay, let me do one thing. What if I just do like this in a drop shadow? Now let's do with the normal brush some bevel. Oh, okay, I got an idea. Let's color overlay. Let's put it into white, and now let's add bevel and emboss. And no, it's not working. Let me see how can I do it. Okay, let's actually do with lines like this. Okay, let me see how it's gonna be looking like with this painted. Okay, I think I like it like this. Probably just add some more color to these things. Okay, so that's gonna be the graphic. Let me see if I just get it exported, how it's gonna be looking like. Let me just group everything and remove the background. Let me just put the continuous, and let me just erase. Okay, now let's export this. I will just keep it, and I will make some other logos for the pants and all that kind of stuff. So let me just do Rhude like this. How many hours do you sleep? I always sleep just 8 hours. I mean, designs take time, but health is the first thing. Okay, and what if I just, okay, let me do one thing real quick. I just want to turn this into white and put it as a logo in the pants. So let's do this and put it here, and I will be adding some grunge and fade look after it, so that's gonna be there. And yeah, I'm missing this text. Let me just do it real quick. What do you look up to get the lion? I forgot. Hierarchy logo icon or lion icon. How do you spell that? Let me show you here. Hierarchy. What that font called? Is called Nautica Bold. I actually like how this looks like. Let me add the texture from my own textures. This one. Let's invert it, put bigger here. Let's merge everything together, and let's add the Gaussian blur. Yeah, that works. Now let's do one thing, put it here, and I just think the R letter is just way far from the other letter, so let me just move everything to the same place like this. Now let's group everything, and that should be going into there. Yeah, okay, that works. Let me just get back to Illustrator, and we will finish the design. So let me just move everything together again. Let's export everything together as well now. Now let's import everything. Okay, there's gonna be the logo for the t-shirt, and for this, let me do one thing. Let me just try one thing. That is gonna be just putting a white drop shadow effect. Yeah, that works. That really looks amazing. Let's merge down this. Now let's put it back under the textures. Let's center it even more, and now let's select my, where is it, the grunge, my grunge textures, and now let's make the logo fade with this. You can see. With which app are you doing the designs? I'm doing on Procreate. The glasses from where? I honestly don't know. I just got it in a local shop. The brand is called, yeah, I got the chrome hair glasses, but I don't use them because they're not comfy, and I don't know what's the brand, not gonna lie. It just says Sentio, but I can find the brand. And now let's import the other. And what do you guys think? Should I add some, nah, let me see, like arc effect, or should I just keep it like this? And now let's add some grunge to this as well. Let's select this brush and let's do it. Now let's add the final logo, this one. Whoa, this looks amazing. Thank you, bro. Appreciate that. And let's add some grunge to this. And that's gonna be the final look. Let's get over some more final effects that we can add to. I was thinking maybe some gems on the pants. Let me see how this looks like. Let me see some big ones. Yeah, probably this. No, I don't like this. Let me just go back to the other ones. Will you make another after this one? No, I'm not gonna be doing any other one design. I'll probably just open the stream back tomorrow, but I don't have so much time today. I got to do some other things, so I will be just closing stream after this design. Maybe this is too much. I don't know. Too much. Okay, let me see. Wait. Yeah, maybe it's too much. The thing is that I don't know. Let me see. Let me just finish everything, and I will just definitely too much. Okay, let me just erase it in the middle of the pants and smaller. Let me see. Yeah, the low of the pants. Okay, let me do it. Maybe like this. It was your call though. Yeah, that's cool. Okay, let me just duplicate this and turn into the other side. And let's add some flares like this. Or not, because if I just duplicate them, yeah, that's gonna be great. Let me just turn the opacity for this. And that should be working. I don't know, there's only, I just feel the t-shirt itself, it just feels boring a bit. Let me just, okay, just give me a second, guys. Do you sell these rhinestone brushes? Yeah, I do. Okay, ready. Let's get back to the design. Let's finish this. So I'm missing some folds on the sleeves and on the whole t-shirt. So probably just do the first thing is gonna be doing that. So yeah, let's do it. Where's the sleeves one? Rice cooking. Thank you, bro. Appreciate. Let's do that folds that I set in here. Let's do like this. Yeah, that should work. What the fuck? Okay, that's cool. What Apple Pencil do you use? I use the second generation one. Madebyizan here. Cool. Let's select. Where's this? Should I add some distressing effects? I'm not quite sure. Maybe that could be looking too much. Let me just add some folds to this. So yeah, I like it. How do you get your brushes like people interested in your designs? By creating content. That's the most important thing, to be honest. Put it over there and yeah, under the print. Okay, that's cool, guys. I like this. We really got good details into that, so I'm really happy with this. So I will just probably leaving here. Oh, whoa, wait. Moving the camera. What do you think of the clothing brand game in Barcelona? There's good brands here, there's many shops here, but I just think, the city is big, but the level, we're not there. Like, Madrid is better, Berlin is better, any other Europe big city is better at shopping, to be honest. So yeah, that's gonna be everything, guys. Thank you everyone for coming. Thank you everyone for spending time in here. I see you guys on next stream. Just follow me on Instagram and TikTok. Yeah, basically there is gonna be where I'm just gonna be letting when I'm gonna be streaming, and that's gonna be everything. Thank you everyone for coming. I really appreciate, and I really hope that you guys enjoy it. And yeah, thank you so much. So thank you everyone for coming. Love you all, and peace. Let me just close the stream. Bye, guys.